Good afternoon, Desert Sands Educational Foundation community on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Sean Webb, your director of the foundation and the director of community engagement for Desert Sands. I've got two guests with us today. I've got Mr. Fisher, the principal from Johnson Elementary School. How you doing, Mr. Fisher?
Doing great, thank you.
And you've got a special guest with us. I'll let you kind of introduce this person.
I'll be honored to. With us today, just recently named on Wednesday
Hmm.
as Riverside County Teacher of the Year, one of only 4 teachers in the entire county to earn that honor this year,
Wow.
is Miss Allison Cyr of Johnson Elementary School.
Hi.
Allison, why
Congratulations,
don't you
Allison.
why don't you tell our viewers and the viewers we have going on? I just introduced you, but tell them a little about yourself. What grade do you teach? Tell them a little bit about you. I can brag about you all day, but let's hear you talk about yourself a little bit here.
Talk about myself. So I teach third grade at Johnson Elementary, and and I go visit all the other grades. And I am a product of Desert Sands. I am a Raja through and through, class of '07. Go
Look at
Rajas.
that. Okay, go Raja. There we go.
But yeah, I've been in the district for 9 years in different capacities, teaching, substituting, coaching. So
Okay,
I'm super
fantastic.
excited.
So you've only been in the district 9 years. Is that the extent of your teaching career too?
Yeah.
Oh my, so 9 years teaching, not a long time, and already county teacher of the year. That's absolutely fantastic. On behalf of the foundation, I just want to say congratulations as well.
Thank you. I'm truly humbled by it.
Yeah, I bet it's quite the honor, and I'll tell you, we've got some viewers watching here, and I want to share. I'm wondering if these are fellow staff members with you, but we've got a message here from Lydia Luna,
Mm-hmm.
and then we also have a shout
She's
out from
awesome.
Nicole Dean. I'm guessing these are some colleagues of yours.
Yes.
Okay,
Nicole's on
so
the same grade level as Allison.
Yes.
okay, so I'm guessing you guys collaborated a lot with lesson planning all throughout the year.
Oh, for sure. We're a
Okay,
great grade level.
okay. Oh, and we got a comment coming in from YouTube here, David Gibbs.
4th grade teacher here.
Yeah,
Fourth grade teacher.
pretty awesome. Not only is it fantastic you're being honored by the county, but your own staff too is making sure to give you some shout outs here. So that's fantastic. Now tell us a little bit more about the process. I know how it works here to be, teacher of the year at a school site. Tell us about the process and what that is like.
So first, you're nominated by your colleagues for teacher of the year for your school site, and from there you are interviewed for district teacher of the year.
Okay.
And then from district teacher of the year, depending on your years of service, they can put you forth to county.
Okay.
And the county, to apply for county teacher of the year, it was an 11-page application,
Wow.
5
Okay.
essays, 3 letters of recommendation,
Oh
and a
my.
resume.
Okay, it's like you're applying for a job there and then some, and also taking like a college class at once.
Exactly. And then once you get through the paper screening, they do a first round of interviews and then a second round of interviews.
Okay.
And you
So
teach
when
for
is
Tell
it?
about tell your second round, Allison. It's not just an interview. What did you have to do in that round?
I had to teach a Zoom lesson,
Re- okay. Okay.
and the interview committee became my students.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, it
That kind
was
of,
So, what topic did you tell? What
yeah,
your
I was
topic?
just going to say that, give us as much detail as possible. Everybody's
as much
wanting to
detail
know.
as possible. So, one of my favorite things to teach to my students, no matter what grade I am teaching or where I am or what level of education, is talking about how you should treat people
Okay.
and being fair and being honest, but also being kind. And I think, especially in the world that we're in right now, even more so, being kind
Hmm.
is challenging.
Right.
And so, one of my favorite lessons to teach my students about is the Jim Crow laws and
Hmm.
how over a period of 100 years it changed. But even though, and to work at Johnson, how Lyndon B. Johnson played such a huge role in the
Oh
ending
wow.
of the Jim Crow laws.
Uh-huh.
But the lesson focused around Rosa Parks, who I have idolized since I was in 4th grade. So in 4th grade, we had to do biography. So I actually
Okay.
played Rosa Parks. And it was interesting because what I thought in 4th grade of her being tired has evolved, and I fully understand about the injustice of what's going on, and really trying to empathize on what that's like. And then we talked about like Dr. Martin Luther King and Ruby Bridges, and so a little bit about that, and then how we do an experiment in our class and how they're judged based off of a number, even or odd. And then they explained how Lyndon B. Johnson signed the 2 acts to get rid of it. But then to the interview committee, I described what how our injustice is still going on today. And we talked about, there's a very adult approach to it, but there's also a kid approach. And it starts with, if you dress different, or if you say words different, or if you can't read, like those are all judgments that we all face, and they continue on. So how, as a second grader, a third grader, a fourth or fifth, or even kindergartner, how can you put injustice behind and learn how to accept all?
Okay. Wow. That's an amazing lesson. I can't imagine
Thank you.
teaching that in high school, nonetheless teaching it to elementary students. So you did a great.
We
wow.
line up in real time. We line up the chairs like it's a bus. Like, like when you're a little kid and you line up the chairs, like you're acting like you're on a bus, and we role play it. You become the part.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, while you're sharing about your process there, I do want to say that you got some more shout outs here. Your fellow colleague again gave us some more shout outs for you. And then we also have another one here from Rhonda Wilhite.
Thank you.
4th grade teacher.
No, okay. These are all your staff. This is fantastic. And then we've got mixed science here. And then this one's a group shout out provided by somebody. So you definitely got some cheerleaders there for you there too. That's fantastic, Allison.
Thank you. It takes they always say it takes a village to raise someone. Well, let me tell you what, when you become a teacher, it's not just you doing it by yourself. Like, I am who I am today because of the people that I surround myself with.
That's fantastic. It's all about having the best team and utilizing everybody on that team. Definitely. Now, I do want to. You touched upon it with teaching with Zoom, and you had to teach a lesson via Zoom for this process. That kind of piggybacks right into March 13th happened. That was the infamous March 13th when school got canceled and so forth. How did your classroom change, and what are some of the things that you did in your classroom, and how did that change for your students?
I think at the beginning, they kind of thought it would be cool to learn online. And then it hit when they actually had to do it, and all the work. Shout out to all the teachers who have done distance learning, because being a teacher in general has so much behind the scenes work. Like, a lesson doesn't just take 5 minutes. It takes hours of preparation. So the same with distance learning, and how the preparation of, it's not just typing out what you expect from the kid. It's now you have to assign it to each kid, and what do you expect? Like, is this the math lesson that you want to teach, and how are you going to teach it, and how are they going to access it, and how are they going to get to the problems? And there's a lot of things that we had to pivot. So I guess that would be the best way to, if this isn't going to work, how do we change, and how do we go from here? And teachers had a choice, and they could sit and complain, or they show up, and teachers show up. Like, I think that's one of the requirements of being a teacher, is that they just pivot and they go above and beyond anyways.
Right.
But it was interesting. Definitely classroom versus being on Zoom. In the classroom, you don't have a mute all button.
Right.
But then they learn how to unmute themselves.
Okay. That's funny.
But really, I think, third grade teaching in third grade versus teaching in high school is very different.
Okay.
To teach the curriculum and everything. So I think the first thing was just the first week was, okay, are you alive? How's your family, and what's going on? Like, a mental and keep mentally checking in on these kids and how they are doing, but also on the other teachers, how are they doing? Because that's a whole new ball game.
Right. Definitely. Most definitely. Yeah. So you keep on getting comments here. I got to make sure to show them, give you all the props you can here. This is from a Tiffany Gaskin. Is that a teacher
Teacher,
also?
she
Okay.
teaches here, yes.
Okay. This looks like it might be from a student, I'm guessing.
Oh, yep. My favorite teacher, Miss Valeria.
Okay. And then we also have one here from Christy Diaz.
Our
Thanks, Christy.
administrative assistants
Oh,
sitting
okay,
right
okay,
outside
right
the
here.
office.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. And then we also have another one here. This is the same student, I believe.
Once you go to fourth
Yeah.
grade.
Yeah,
She wants me to go to fourth grade.
You're gonna have to change your subjects there.
There we go.
I love it. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us this afternoon. I know it being the last day of school, you guys got tons of things going on with closing out campus and so forth. You have any plans for this summer that you can share about?
Hopefully visiting some family, keeping in
Okay.
touch with friends, definitely keeping the what's next on the horizon of applying for state now, and then
Okay.
but also
okay.
with the classroom, you got to stay 2 steps ahead of everybody, right? So what's next and how do you pivot? And I expect my students, I have high expectations for my students, and I want them to hold me to the same expectations. So we got to put in the work.
I love it. I love it. And you mentioned that you're going to apply for the state now. Do you already have that application and so forth?
It comes out in a couple of days, and the county will be helping us with that process.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm sure the county would love to have a representative at the state level. So yeah, I love that they're going to be helping you out with that process. That's fantastic.
Yes.
Yep. And Mr. Fisher, anything you got planned for this summer that you guys are going to be doing?
Getting ready for a child of mine to go to college. So we're going to be doing some local, probably some day trips here and there, and getting ready for him to start college in the fall. Can I add a couple things about Allison real quick, Sean?
Oh my gosh, by all means, this is all about her. Please do.
Just to tell you what kind of person Allison is, and I mentioned this on Wednesday when the county was here. The last few years I was at the middle school level, as you guys know, and a couple of years ago, one of our groups won an award. They performed, got a big award from the Callan Theater, and I got an email from a teacher who I had no idea who they were. They happened to be there at the performance to see our performing group, and reached out to me and asked me if she could do something for that group because she was so amazed with their abilities.
Oh, wow.
Could she buy them pizza and provide something for them? She didn't know me. She didn't know them. Can you guess who that teacher was? That was Allison Cyr.
That's fantastic.
And that's the kind of person, when you're talking about someone who cares and gives, that is Allison. She just, and then when we posted some, obviously tweeted some videos and pictures of her. We had a parade for her yesterday. And the high school cross country and track coach Tamble at Shadow Hills, has made mention in his response to the news of Allison winning, all the things she has done for the cross country and track team at Shadow Hills, just giving of herself.
Amazing. Okay.
And really, that's what people need to know. Allison is not just an amazing teacher. She gives of herself. She gives of herself in more ways than one. Allison, what share a little bit. Would you mind just telling? Well, I'll tell one. This year, about halfway through the year, she had her one set of vocal cords became paralyzed, and she was talking of the different set of vocal cords. She had to relearn how to use her regular voice again. That's something she really worked hard and persevered to do all year, and it was an amazing journey to see her work hard and the frustrations, but didn't get her down. She was still Allison, who was very positive and whatnot. Allison,
I could see that. That's amazing.
You've also done what, Allison? What have you given?
I donated a kidney 11 years ago to a former high school teacher.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow.
So, yeah, middle sophomore year of college. It was 10 days after my 20th birthday.
I am in the presence of greatness right now. Thank you very much for all that you do for the school and the community. That's amazing.
You're welcome. It's definitely my pleasure.
Not just a great teacher, she's
just
a
great person. I love it. I love it. With that, that's absolutely amazing. Allison, is there anything else that you want to share with your families that are watching, or maybe the Desert Sands community that's watching?
I build myself on the philosophy of what Mahatma Gandhi said is be the change you wish to see in the world. And I'm a firm believer that if you want to see change, you have to stand up for that change. You have to be bold and be brave, but you also have to be kind, to show up better than you did the day before, but also that one person can make a difference.
I love it. I love it. Mr. Fisher, is there anything you'd like to close out saying to the Johnson families or any of the Desert Sands community that's watching?
We are very proud of Allison,
Thank you.
What she does here is amazing. We're just very proud of her. And to our students and our staff and our community, have a great summer. Get some rest. We hope to see you August 19th. Some way, shape, or form, we're back rolling again because we miss you. We miss having you here on campus. And we got some great people here. And Allison, this is an award she is more than deserving of.
Yes,
Thank you.
definitely, yes. Great messages, Allison. Once again, thank you very much for all that you do for Desert Sands and what you do for Johnson Elementary School and for the
Thank you.
community in general. It's
Thank
absolutely
you for your
fantastic.
time.
Oh, no problem at all. And there's more comments here. I got to make sure they get up here. You got another shout out from an Emily Truman,
Parent and employee.
Okay. And then your former student here, they are active on here. I tell you, I love it. I love it. You got some great students here that follow you. And then Lydia Luna then also. But closing out here, I do want to bring up that next week, Tuesday, we do have a town hall forum that we're going to have on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitter. Just so you guys know, we're going to be on here with all of Cabinet. And we're taking questions via the website, via social media. And we're taking those questions. We're going to put them into groups, and we're going to ask each of the Cabinet members. So if you guys want to catch us, we'll be here Tuesday at 4 o'clock with that.
Okay.
With that being said, you guys be safe. Have a great summer. Allison, again, thank you very much and congratulations. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.